Well, this is a surprise. Manchester United 2, Brentford 1. I'll be honest, before the start of the game, I had the scores the other way around. I didn't think that United would score more than one. I thought Brentford would probably score quite early like they have been doing. And then United would be on the back foot for the rest of the game. But it wasn't the case. First half was a bit sloppy. It wasn't the greatest. United have played better. The goal that they conceded tinged with a little bit of controversy due to De Ligt. Obviously, his head injury caused a lot of aggro, and well, not aggro in a sense, but a lot of confusion, a lot of frustration within both the referee and kind of United side because he had to keep going off. But to be honest, the rules are the rules. You can't be bleeding from your head whilst you're playing football. So they obviously had to sort him out. He had to go off. And subsequently, from pretty much the last thing that happened in the game, which was the corner, or in the first half anyway, Brentford scored. And I think that if De Ligt possibly gets to that, possibly be in that area to deal with that ball, I'm not sure. You can't guarantee, to be honest. But obviously, United conceded just before the break. And when you watched kind of like the second half, they came out all guns blazing in the second half. And they could have had 2, maybe 3 within the first 10 minutes or so. Obviously, they did get one with Garnacho. It's a great ball in from Rashford. Very well taken by Garnacho. A good finish. Good to see that the wingers are actually pairing up with each other, trying to actually create something. I think that's Rashford's first assist of the season as well. And obviously, like I said, a good finish from Garnacho. And like I said, they had chances before that and after that. They were good for the second half. They were very aggressive, more aggressive than they were in the first half. And they were very much on top second half. It did feel as though they played better than they have done. I saw Erik ten Hag say that the only bad game they've had was the Spurs game when they went down to 10. But to be honest, they'd already had a bad game before they gone down to 10 men. So that wasn't a given. And I think that spell in the Liverpool game, they did not play well either. So I think they've played well in gaps, and they've played all right in certain parts of games. They've not been consistent through a full 90 minutes, I don't think. Even in the Southampton game, the first kind of 10-15 minutes looked shaky. Obviously coming through that and win 3-0. This one, again, little things here and there. I know Brentford only had was it 2 shots on target? What, the goal and the one that was saved by Onana from Norgard. So they were the only 2 that they had on target. It was a good save, by the way, by Onana. And then second half, it was mainly United, and that's what you want to see. The second goal is a fantastic flick from Fernandes. That's a great assist. And then for Højlund with the dink over the keeper. It is sublime football that we all want to see. And we all want to see as Manchester United fans. So that hopefully carries on and goes forward. We'll see if it does. We have Fenerbahce on Thursday. A trip to Turkey to visit an old friend, or a couple of old friends now, with Mourinho, Fred, and Amrabat. We'll see how that goes. But a positive 3 points. We move on, and then it's West Ham, I think, next week. So we'll see if we can build some points. I worked out actually that if Chelsea lose today, and if depending on what happens in the Newcastle game, we could either be level on points with Chelsea if we beat them, or 3 points ahead depending on how they do against Newcastle. So that's something that is a bit surprising. But if you actually look at the top half of the table, it's very close. There's about 6 points between United and third or fourth. So it's still quite close. It's still quite open. I'm not saying we're definitely going to get top 4 or anything like that. What I'm saying is there is still time to get to top 4. I'm not going to be blindly optimistic about that. But if we continue to play as we did yesterday, as you've now seen this, then we're going to be grinding out results. The bit of a worry for me is goals, because with 20, I think it was 23 shots, 11 on target, 2 goals, that's not a conversion rate you want, even though Flecken did have 9 saves, and obviously the other 2 shots went in. So is it luck? Is it just the fact that they're not scoring goals? I don't know. I mean, they've got one of the best goal scorers I've ever seen in real life, and they're still right coaching them, so surely you can get something out of them, but we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, we move on to Thursday and Fenerbahce. Guys, if you like this video, please leave it a like. If you haven't, leave it a dislike, comment we want to see on the channel. Subscribe if you are new, and until next time, guys, take care.